All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is 2:25 p.m. Eastern Time. It is September 4th, 2025. Took a couple of trades today, and I think there's some opportunity, even though we're at the highs, but some opportunity. I'm getting a little more experience with the book map, trying to figure it out a little bit, and how it correlates with all the other order flow tools. If you're new to my channel, uh, you like this kind of content, um, yeah, subscribe. Let me get credit for the views and all that, and let me know that I'm doing a good job. Hopefully, you're learning. For those who are following me, I started maybe a month ago, a month and a half ago, it seems like, and I'm up to about 420 subscribers. I want to get to at least 500 and 3,000 watch hours. That means that if you guys are liking my videos, let them run. Just click on play and let it play through. You could always open a new window in your browser, browse the internet, but I get credit for every minute you watch. Okay, so it's important. Keep the channel going, free content. It's not costing you a penny to do that. So let's get to the trading. What do we got here? I did pretty good so far today. I'm in the green. And yeah, so let's go see what we got, what the market has in store for us. I like to trade with the momentum, so I need to see the volumes. I need to see the action. I want to see two-way trading. I want to see buyers and sellers. Just the interaction. I do my best when we have that in the market. I have a free Discord. Link is going to be in the video here. Join up, and they have a chat room for members. So if you answer the two questions, very easy. Why you want to join my channel or my Discord, and how many years have you been trading? This way I could tailor the content to my subscribers. So what do we got going on here? Let's open this up. Let's get a little more screen real estate here. Nothing much happening. Doesn't look like there's any trades right now. Hey, for those of you who trade futures, let me know when you like to turn over to the new contract. Right now, I still see a bunch of volume. I haven't looked at the newer contract, but this contract, I believe, expires on 9/18. So we still have a little bit of time left, 14 days, about 2 weeks left. So I'm figuring about a week or so more uh, traders will be using the newer contract. Usually happens about a week. What do you do? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Legend of profile at 93.75. Let's see what bookmap is telling us. There's no liquidity under here. Very small amounts. Then we go to 92. Got a bunch of sellers here. We're upticking. We get a little bounce. We come back up. Let's see where we're at. 93.75. I'm going to go long at 94. And we're in. Let's see if we get that bounce off the bounce off of here. Bounce off of 94, we'll see. So right now we want to see the bigger numbers, Ed. We want to see, since we're going long, we want to see bigger numbers here, right? We want to see smaller numbers here, and we want to see them pull red here. All right, we want to see green. We don't want to see pulling. All right, we want to see adding. So they just added here. They pull, they're pulling, they're adding back. So we drop. All right, so they just hit a stop. Of course, we knew about that, right? That's why we keep our target and we keep our stops, right? So they just pulled it down, right? Now we want to see all these numbers here start increasing. We want, if we decrease, we want to get out, okay? We want to see these numbers, they starting to increase here. You see this? We don't want to see that, but we are buying. We are hitting it. So we got 11, we got 44, 12. This is starting to decrease, so this is good. They just added 120 here. Let's see if they add it again at 120. Okay, they're going to take down to 81. Now they're dropping it. All right, we never got to that 120 level. So our buyers are in control. All right, so we just upticked. We got to continue with that mindset. All right, we want to see these numbers drop. They may come up, and then they're going to drop. If they drop, we're good. We want to see a lot of red here. We want to see them start pulling all the way up here. These are very small numbers. This is good. We want to see these start getting padded. We want more here. We want more here. We want to see when they start hitting this, we want to see them add. That's what we want to see them adding to the numbers here. Okay? Adding to the numbers here, more green. Less red, more red, less offers, okay? Price action just died there. It could go either way right now, so we're just going to go here, and we'll take it, okay? That's 2.5 points. All right, this is all free. I'm giving you, I got over 180 videos, okay? I got thousands of views, but I have 450 subscribers. That means that guys who are watching are not subscribing. Subscribe to my channel, okay? I want to see Google pay me for my content. I'm giving it up for free. People are paying a lot of money to learn how to trade. I'm very open for the folks who support the channel and my Discord. You know who you are. I appreciate it. No money has changed hands. This is a free deal. Steve, why are you giving up your edge? Well, I've been trading since 2012, Orderflow. And the markets are made up of computers, algorithms, right? There's no more pit. There's no people in the outcry saying, hey, buy Goldman Sachs and all these big companies and everybody just going on their coattails. That's what I'm doing. But I'm doing it electronically. I'm finding the big buyers and sellers, and I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm front running what they're thinking. That's how I'm trading. Okay? The information that I have on the screen is all order flow. Right? The only chart I have is this, which is typically for just a visual. Don't trade off the chart. I trade off of this primarily. Okay? The depth of market, level 2, footprint, and now I've gotten the book map, or the they name it the dome surface. This is Quant Tower, and this gives me the history. Right? That's all you need to trade. If you have a successful way you're trading, that's great. Keep it going. If not, follow the order flow. Okay. I became successful after I traded the order flow. and making up your mind to take that trade. You have to take it if the setup is there. Just manage your trade and manage the risk. That's easy. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. So subscribe. All right, let's get back to business. We have 10 minutes on the video. And we're in consolidation mode, pretty much. Take a look. Consolidation. 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 All right, they are starting to 97 even. We take a look at 97 even. You got 238, 200. So we're in the 200s here. You know, we're in low 100s, mid 100s, 200s here. All right, so nothing crazy, nothing huge. Here's a big one right down here at 90. 90 even. Another one, 93. So let's go to 96. Let's see what happens here. Or 96. 0, 3. Let's go to 6. Let's see what happens here. There's a bunch of sellers. If we take a look to the left on this footprint, call it for delta, so we've had more buying up here, yet the price went down. So what are we thinking? Are we going to come back up here and hold it, or are we going to go back down again? Okay? Telling you what it's going to do. We just got a negative, positive delta, yet sellers were in control below here. All right? We have a little divergence. Let's take a look here. Okay? If we open this up a little bit, and we take the swing low, which would be right here, and the swing high, we have very low volume. We're under the average volume. All right? So let's wait for volume to pick up a little bit. That's what I look for. I look for volume. I'm a momentum scalper. So I'm looking for volume, or I'm looking for an anomaly. Anomaly? Something abnormal in the price action. When you look at this enough, you'll figure it out. All right? Thousands of hours of screen time. Takes a lot to learn. If you're going to get somebody who's going to be spitting out videos, not expecting anything in return except a subscribe and a like on my videos, and join my Discord, free chat. All right, so let's go ahead and diagnose this thing. Let's analyze. We take a look. Here's a delta profile. Cumulative. All right. These are the buyers, or the deltas. So we have primarily a lot of buyers up here. Still, you're going to have sellers. You know, this whole candle, we have buyers come up and sellers come down. All right. We have buyers up here. Sellers are coming down. Right. We have auctions that are unfinished at 87.50. So we could actually come down in another, at 6 points. That's a possibility. Or 8 points, whatever it is. A possibility. We're at all-time highs. We're consolidating. That's a normal deal. Do we have a trade? I'm not expecting a 10-point move. Right? But can we go back up to the high at 97.75? 2.5 points, 2.25 points? Absolutely, you can. Can we drop down all the way to 0? No, not to 0. But there's a very unlikely chance. But could we go to, let's say, 95? Could we go down to another high number? Maybe 94. Maybe another high number. Maybe 93. Possible. Right? We had a bunch of sellers here. at 93.75. Right? We made a high, made a lower high, a high low. So here, 96.50 to 92.50 is 4 points. I will scalp 4 points. I have no problem scalping 4 points if I have the volume, have the momentum. So I want to be long at 95 even. So let's do that. We need to come down first, and then I'll be long at 95 even. So we have to have a little patience. Okay. We're going to let it just marinate. But as far as right now goes, so you see the delta, this number here, becoming less negative. That means buyers are coming in. See this number here? Let's see if this number changes. Very unlikely. Okay, just a couple. Now we're getting more sellers coming in. These are numbers that you got to start looking at. So what did I say I like to be long at? 94 even? Team starting to add some bids here. They were adding. These single digits, let's see what happens around here. So 52 sold into the bid. One came back. 28 sold into the offer. So it kind of looks like sellers are more aggressive here. 94, 11. They just added. Some nice numbers here at 95.50. 50s and zeros. We just skipped over 20.25. So 94.50. I would say 94 is where I want to be. Let's see if we can come down there. I'm gonna take a short right here, a long right here, 94. All right, we're in. See all these sellers come in, we're not going down. We'll see if we see buyers come in. We need more. They're pulling it here. They're pulling it here. We could do a 1-to-5 ratio. It's just marinating a little bit. 140, 140, 145. Went to 180. We're here now. 173, 145. Just came down just a little bit. We'll just let this sit and marinate a little bit here. There's not much love at 94.25. We're just doing what we can here. All right, I'll take it. 2.5 points. 3 points. 3 points there. This got stuck. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If you comment, I'll get back to you. But subscribe to the channel. All right. That's about it. I'll try back at about 3:30. I'd love to trade the last hour, but I got to get some food in my belly. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.